You chose music. I noticed you had Kent State with, Neil Young. Did you choose the music according to the time and the songs to fit those areas?
Yes, I was involved in choosing the music, and I know I was looking through, they have a great Wikipedia page that just has lists of songs corresponding to certain wars. I was looking through Vietnam, and specifically songs that may have related to student protests, something like that. So Student Demonstration Time by the Beach Boys, that's a major one. And then it was funny because we always wanted to use Ohio by Neil Young, but there was a section where it wasn't corresponding with the clip of Kent State, so we did switch that up for this. And but the other songs, Fortunate Son, that I felt that's just a classic, and it has a great beginning for that Nixon quote. And then Running Gun Blues is another classic that I thought was.
Yeah. How'd you get the interview with Ayers?
So he found his email and we said, let's at least try this. So we emailed him and he responded back. He actually lives in Chicago in Hyde Park. And we managed to set up an interview at our school. And we conducted about an hour and a half long interview.
And we're just using sound clips from him.
Right. Good. Do you think about having him as a leader? Do you think he was a leader in this, or do you think he was, as a national sort of secretary, he was making sure everybody's doing what they're doing?
Well, he was one of the leaders of the Weathermen, which was this group that split off.
Right.
And when they actually went underground, he remained somewhat active, and he still played a big role in the protests.
And I feel like though a lot of people, I know, and he was a huge part of the 2008 presidential election because, Biden kept using the fact that Obama was friends with a communist against Obama. And I think, so originally going into this, I researched him a little bit, and I know that a lot of people weren't very fond of him, but he was just, he was so nice, and he explained his views extremely well, and you realize he explained it in a way that it showed us what he was doing was necessary at the time. It seemed, when we look back on it, and we call it extremist, but it was necessary. He asked us a question, we didn't show this in the interview, but he said, if you knew that there was a plane going to fly to Vietnam to drop bombs on innocent villages, and you had the chance to disable the landing gear, would you do it? And we thought about it for a while, and he said, that's what we did. That's what we were doing. So do you call us extremists, or are we just doing the right thing? So it was really interesting.
Well, that was one of the worst wars in history, because we didn't understand why they're there, and, they're trying to, avoid the stem of communism, because they don't want to take over the world, and that's tough up. Makes you think about it. With the SES, so they organized the March on Washington? I mean, did like Martin Luther King sort of say, hey, you guys organize this, or did they sort of get going and Martin Luther King attached himself to it? What happened there?
Well, it was actually in our documentary we said that they got much of their demonstration inspiration from the march. So it was a separate march. So they organized it. They went to all their chapters. This is a good example of SDS coming together and collectively being one huge power. I mean, you heard the Ayers clip. So in '65, 2 years later, they had 500,000 people, 500,000 students in the Washington Mall protesting, picketing. And it just shows you how, kind of like you said at the beginning, students really are some of the most powerful people.
Well, everyone wants to change the world. So when you go to DC, if you go to DC for your school, when you stand on the mall, envision 500,000-600,000 or more students there demonstrating. Did moving their headquarters to Chicago, what difference did that really make? Why did they really move to
was rapid membership growth. So they were,
Right.
they really did grow exponentially. And the thing was they had a very small headquarters. In '65, they held it at their headquarters in a small town in Michigan. And they just needed they needed larger national headquarters to deal with the membership growth. And Chicago is also kind of a central place. It's a central place. It's central to where their membership was coming from. They have a lot at University of Illinois, a lot at University of Michigan. So it just it was right logistically, and then they did it also because of the location, the central location.
Yeah, isolationism's, sort of been America's motto, except when we feel like we're not the isolation, so always interesting. Okay?
I'm fine, yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.